This is the plaintiff, Kettrick Wilkins. He says he hired the defendant, a DJ, for his mixtape so he could rap and sing some rhythm and blues. He paid the guy in full, and when he received the tape 9 months later, he only mixed and scratched some of the songs out of the 20 he paid for. The defendant's a hack who stole his money, and he's here suing him for the $1,300 he's owed. This is the defendant, Andrew Pascal. He says he mixed the guy's tape and delivered it to him. If anyone's owed money today, it isn't the plaintiff, it's him. Because the guy slandered him online, which is costing him business. He's accused of doing a half-baked job. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,000, the amount he's owed.
All parties, please raise your right hand. People's Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marilyn Leon presiding. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. All right, Mr. Wilkins, you are suing Mr. Pascal for $1,300 you want paid back to you, that you paid him for a mixtape that did not come out the way it should have because he didn't do the things he should have. You have a counterclaim against him for $2,000 based on lost wages due to defamation. Let me hear first from you, Mr. Wilkins. What exactly went on between you two?
Well, in about August, September last year, I came to him because he was pretty well known in the state as a DJ, and me changing over.
This is in Arkansas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And me changing over from rap into R&B, I just felt like it'd be a good, look to have him, do all the mixing and scratching on it. And
what's mixing and scratching?
It's like if you heard like Kid Capri or one of those DJs from back in the day, when you host a DJ, you give like intros or like DJ Khaled, then you scratch and mix in between the songs and stuff like that.
Okay, and what was the objective? What were you gonna do with the mixtape that
Well, I was trying to release it to, present my R&B to the world and hopefully, use that platform.
So you strike a deal with him where you're paying him $300 for the work.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were paying $1,000 in order to obtain what?
Well, the $1,000 was for T-Rail to do a feature on a song.
Okay, now forgive my ignorance. Who is T-Rail?
T-Rail is he's a pretty well-known artist. I think he deals with like Nelly and Lil Boosie, but he's a well-known artist. I Miss My Dog song, so he's pretty famous. So he's a great R&B singer, and I felt like me being an R&B singer, stepping out into that genre, it makes sense for him, to. So
what was he paid to do? What was he paid?
A verse on my song.
A verse on your song.
Drip Sauce on him, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did he do that?
Yeah, he actually ended up doing it. It took 3, 4, maybe 5 months almost. And in the contract, originally it says 30 to 45 days, but I wasn't worried about it because he's a really talented artist and he's real busy.
Okay,
he's a celebrity.
So that's not a problem.
No.
Then we have him doing a verse, and let's listen to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The sauce I'm dripping, keeping you in heat. But damn it, though my swag is so complete. She wanna go. Sauce I'm dripping, keeping you
Cool.
in heat.
And then what happens?
Well, Drew never did his part, which is he's supposed to do an intro, extro, continuous loops. The songs are supposed to all play in a continuous loop, and he's supposed to be mixing and scratching in between the songs.
And what did he do instead?
Just mix and scratching in between a few of the songs. He didn't do all of the songs, and he didn't do an intro or extro, and it took him almost an entire year to do any of it.
Okay, so when did you get the songs to him?
I got the songs to him, originally I emailed all the songs to him like the next week after he originally got the money.
Which was in September of 2021?
Yes, ma'am. But he said, oh man, I didn't get the email. So I said, okay, well, I'll get a flash drive like I keep them on me. I got one right now.
Right.
And I went and made him a flash drive, and we met at a hotel. And maybe a month or two after that, and I brought the flash drive.
A month or two after that. Okay, so you give him the flash drive.
So I brought him again because he lost them. And
well, he didn't say he lost them. He said he never got it.
He said I don't know what happened, but he somehow.
What happened? Did you not get an email from him with the songs?
No, ma'am. Or if I did, it was always sporadic. Like it'd be like 3 songs on one email, 2 songs on another one, nothing all together.
Okay, so you get a flash drive 2 months later. Is that accurate?
I really don't remember, honestly. I remember.
So and then what happens?
And the flash drive had all the songs on it.
All the songs is how many songs? songs?
It's 19 total.
2 months after the contract, he has 19 songs.
Yes, ma'am.
And the verse by T-Rail.
Now,
Is that
what's
accurate?
It just seems kind of weird to me because he just said it took 5 or 6 months to get the feature back from a song that
T-Rail?
that's gonna be on the mixtape. But he just said he got me all the songs back a month or two later, so I'm confused myself.
That's the only song.
According to you, when did you have everything you needed to do the job that you got paid $300 for?
May 5th, 2022.
So what was the holdup? That he didn't give you the songs?
I didn't get the emails from him.
That we know was at the beginning. He
Yes,
says that he gave you the songs 2 months later in a hotel. Did you meet with him at a hotel or didn't you?
I don't recall.
How do you not recall something like that?
Ma'am,
All right, so go on. So what happens? Go on. I'll give you the floor in a moment. Go ahead and tell me what
Yes, ma'am.
happens.
His memory is
Why
pretty
did it
shaky.
take until May?
I don't know, but on this Facebook post that he made on December 28th, 2021, you can see clearly he had the song list of all the songs, and he's scratching on it tomorrow. Yes, we're working on your project right now. And that was December last year. So I don't understand what this guy's talking about. I was trying to set up a celebrity boxing match because I was going to pick him because he's just playing with my life. This is my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? But
Because you're both celebrities, and so you were going to set up a celebrity boxing
I
match?
was going to pick him. You didn't want to do that. So
All
I
right,
said,
so, well, no, okay. So better this be your celebrity boxing match right here.
Listen.
When do you finally get a finished product from him that you say was not up to snuff?
I finally got the product from him, well, my manager did, because I had to actually hire a manager to beg this guy to finally give it to me. He wouldn't talk to me. So I had my manager call T-Rail's manager in order to get to him.
Why T-Rail's manager? T-Rail did his job months ago.
Because he's on tour with T-Rail doing
okay.
And so he was telling me, oh, man, I'm busy. I'm on tour. I'll get to you when I get to you. It ain't on your time. I sent
How
you those
long
texts.
was that going on, him saying, I'm busy, I'll get to you when I get to you?
Months and months.
No, from when to when? Give me the exact.
I think I started around texting him around January, over and over and over and over and over.
Until May. Were you
Until
on tour
May.
between January and May?
I don't think I was on tour between January and May.
But when were you on tour? Is that something you can answer, or you're not sure?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay.
Tour was on pretty much the whole summer, so I'm guessing maybe May until late August.
So then why wasn't this mixtape done between January and May?
I didn't get all of his music.
Can you prove when he gave you the music?
Yes, ma'am. And I also gave you that one because it shows you that I did have to block him on the internet because he was basically harassing me on the internet. And
Well, then, I mean, that really ties into what he's saying, which you wouldn't do your job, that he kept having to try to get you to do your job, right?
And wouldn't even respond.
I already did the copyright and also this blank way behind, man, so I'm resend you these songs.
Resend.
Yeah. See, that's what he says, that you just keep saying, I don't have a song, I don't have songs, I don't have songs. Bruh, if you're not done by tomorrow, just give me my cash back, no hard feelings. But if you finish it, cool. I can only buy one more day. This is on May 2nd. This isn't him being late. This is him telling you that you're late.
And not to interrupt you, Judge.
Okay, no, actually, you don't need to interrupt me.
Okay.
Not to interrupt you, but let me interrupt you. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You yourself, in your answer to the complaint, say to me that it's not your best work, that you didn't do what you were supposed to do according to the job description.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? You were supposed to do intros and extras. What are extras?
Intro is.
Wait, I'm asking him. I'm sorry.
basically,
that was my
this is
fault.
where I go in. I introduce him onto the CD, like speaking, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't get out of music until I was on tour. I'm on a tour.
So
bus.
what? Why didn't you just do that? You didn't do any intros and extras on this.
I couldn't on a tour.
Wait, you need to stop,
Yeah.
and you need to talk. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm on a tour bus. I can't do that on a tour bus.
Well, why don't you do it before tour? Tour
Because-
didn't start till May.
I didn't have everything.
Except for I know that's not true because I'm seeing where he has given you stuff. And you're telling me, oh, I don't remember meeting him at a hotel. Not it didn't happen, but I don't remember meeting him at a hotel.
I
mean, how many times does a guy have to give it to you for you to do the job? But let's just say he didn't give it to you, and then he gives it to you, and then put your hand down, and then you're supposed to do a job. You yourself admit that the job you were hired to do, you didn't do because there were no intros and extras, and you're saying because I was on tour, meaning what? You didn't have the time? Or?
No, I didn't have the resources. Like, I need to go to a studio, there's proper mics, all that stuff, et cetera.
You yourself know it wasn't what he paid you for. He wanted intros, extras, all that, and you didn't have any equipment to do that, so you gave him a piece of garbage, right?
I wouldn't call it 100% garbage.
Well, it's not what he paid for.
Half of the garbage
Is
was
it
his
what he
music,
paid
honestly,
for?
but,
Is it what he paid for?
No, but he rushed me.
You know what you need to do? You need to go home during the weekend break, and you need to use equipment, or you need to rent equipment to do the job.
Yes.
But how is it that the man is not entitled to his $300 when you're looking me right in the eye and saying, nah, that's not what I was supposed to do?
Welcome back to the People's Court. I'm Harvey Levin. The plaintiff says that he paid the defendant for 20 songs, but the guy said he was too busy to deliver, so he wants his money back. Now, the defendant says he's the one who's owed money today because the plaintiff slandered him on the internet. Let's see how the judge feels.
Now, you've got a case against him for $2,000 for lost wages due to defamation, meaning what?
Meaning he was just on the internet speaking badly about me. I was just like, anyone can see that.
And what did he say?
He was just like, he didn't do what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, but you say he didn't do you're telling me I didn't do what I said I was going to do. That well, you were on tour and you didn't have time, and
it's just like
so you just handed him something and hoped he went away. To hand him nothing and say, no, you waited too long. See, I expect to see, I've had these cases before, and what I expect from your side is the text where you say, you have not given me all of the songs. I keep asking you for them, and you don't get. I expect to see a complaint from you, but I don't see that, and that's where I'm like, that's where this becomes hairy. So tell me what he said on the internet that caused you lost wages, because it sounds like you're doing really well and nobody's not hiring you, because that was the problem.
Right.
Go ahead.
But yeah, he definitely was just on the internet, just saying bad things.
What? If you want money for it, you got to tell me what it is.
I got you. Well, okay, it was him and his team. He got other people that works with him just on Instagram. I tried to pull it up, but the pages were gone, whatever. And just saying, he's a bad guy, don't work with him. Just all type of, and he was literally posting on my page every day.
No, stop talking.
Posting about me every other day. That's why I had to block him, because he was a menace. He was definitely just making my life
right, but for you to collect $2,000, I have to actually see what you're talking about. So do you have a screenshot of it or anything?
I didn't even expect this to be coming
All right, on your counterclaim 0, if that's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. And on your claim against him, you're suing for $300 that you paid him, and I get that. And then you're suing for $1,000 in emotional distress?
Well, it wasn't really for necessarily just for emotional distress. It was mainly because I had a sponsor, which I said he was going to.
So go hire someone else to do it then.
Well,
in other words, over $300, you don't suffer 3 times that.
No,
$1,000. Just go hire someone else, and then you sue him.
No, what I'm saying is my sponsor was waiting on the project to drop. If it was a drop, he was going to help me with distribution.
That's great.
Give me
so let me see if I've got this. It only costs $300 to do your project.
Yes, ma'am.
But you suffered 3 times that, $1,000 worth of suffering. Right, so you hire someone else to do it if he won't do it and you're all ready. Hire someone else to do it. Then you sue him to get back the $300.
The text message, he kept saying, I have it tomorrow, bro. So he kept having me waiting. I have these drop dates.
Yeah, but that's not the reason for a year wait. So September through May. When did you finally
give him some? And if you talk to the sponsor, he can tell you
When did you finally give him the defective product that had no intros and extras?
Sometime in May.
In May. So September to May, why then in other words, if you pay somebody $300 and they don't do a job, go hire someone else to do the job so you don't suffer $10,000 worth of damages over a $300 case.
The money I missed was from a sponsor who was waiting for the product.
You do, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's all that matters here. All right, on your case, Mr. Wilkins against Mr. Pascal, $300 verdict for the plaintiff. On Mr. Pascal's case against you, 0. That's my verdict. Good luck, gentlemen.
So the plaintiff prevails in this lawsuit. He gets $300, not the $1,000 for pain and suffering he was asking for. The defendant does not get anything with his $2,000 countersuit. Mr. Pascal, what do you think of the judge's decision? What's your reaction?
I guess it was pretty fair. Of course, I would have liked to came out a winner, but hey, I'm okay with what happened.
Let me ask you a quick question. You lost, but you say you were on tour. What does a DJ do when he's on tour? What does that mean?
I DJ for just different famous artists. One signed with QC, one signed with Empire. I basically just go out, hype up the crowd before their show, introduce the artist to the crowd, let them come out, play their music for their show set, and then we leave.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good explanation. Well, listen, sorry you lost. And, that'll do it. You lost the case. You got to pay him $300. You got to give him the money back. Okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, good enough. Thank you very much. Let's see what Mr. Wilkins thinks about this. I know he's upset he didn't get any pain and suffering, but the judge says no deal on that. Mr. Wilkins, how do you feel about the judge's verdict? You get your money back, $300.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I wish I would have got the full money, but I'm okay with it.
All right, one last question. Tell me about that chunk of gold hanging around your neck. What is that?
Oh, that's G Entertainment. That's the camp I'm with, and my Simple Man mixtape will be coming soon, so y'all be looking for it. I'm on my way up, promise you.
All right, good luck to you, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Doug, there is a principle in the law that is unwavering. Damages cannot be speculative. You can't get money because you might have made profits and couldn't because of some defendant who breached the contract. You have to prove it to a certainty.
Would you be okay if your daughters did not go to college?
Well, we're going to differ on this question, I'm sure. I mean, I'm glad that they have gone to college and that the last one is in college. But nowadays, there are a lot of people who think that the trade-off might not necessarily be worth it. It's a little closer call. I mean, you have people like there's a billionaire libertarian, Peter Thiel, who offers these grants to people who are already in college and says, just bail out after 2 years or 3 years.
And go learn a trade.
Right, I'll give you $100,000 to
start your business.
Innovate, come up with something, build a better mousetrap, things like that. And there's another guy, Mike Rowe, who does that Dirty Jobs show. He's great, and he offers these scholarships to people who choose not to go to college, but to pursue work and different types of careers and professions and learn. And the guy's all about hard work. So, there's more than one path for everybody.
No, I agree that there's more than one path. And I also agree that the cost of college has gotten so ridiculous that
it's gotten tougher and tougher.
It's tougher and tougher. I would not be okay if my daughters didn't go to college, not because college is so great, but because they're clueless and they don't know what they want to do with their lives at 18. And so I would really want them to have a little more time to figure out what they want to do with their lives. And they needed it for maturity. But not because I believe that everybody has to go to college, or because if you don't go to college, somehow you can't be competitive in the marketplace. I think that it's
right, but a library card is free.
Right.
And it's out there, and every day should be a learning experience for everybody and anybody, wherever the heck they are. We're so lucky and grateful to be here that you have a chance to learn, whether it's at work, at home,
and continuously learn.
Right. And now you got the entire world at your
fingertips
in a cell phone. So all the answers are there somewhere.